Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. On today's video, I am going to be showing you something. This is going to be a little bit different video than us building something, installing anything. This is just going to be a quick video. Let's do some shop talk. I purchased something today, which I'm super ecstatic about. One thing that I have done in the past is I have kind of bought really inexpensive, I don't want to use the word cheap tools because some of the stuff that I have is not cheap. It's just not like the high quality tools that you would get from a, store or something along that lines. But what I wanted to start doing was actually upgrading my tools and what I use in my workshop. So today was the day that I kind of bought one of my long time needs and wants at the same time. I wanted it, but I really needed it. I bought a new table saw and I'm super excited about it. I found it on Marketplace from a guy who had it, that he bought it in 2019, but he took such good care of this table saw. I'm just mind blown of how awesome this thing is. The other thing we're gonna do, my shop is an absolute disaster. So I'm gonna clean up the shop today. I'm just gonna kind of tidy everything up. We're just gonna do a quick cleanup, maybe do a quick time lapse, see what it looks like now. But you can see, just like everybody else, I've got stuff over here. I got my CNC machine with dust all over it. I got my laser engraver down here on the ground. Back here in the shop, I'm gonna show you real quick. There is the table saw right there. Super excited. Over here, my bench is just an absolute disaster. I think one day we're gonna upgrade all this. I really wanna do cabinetry and have all this cabinets down here and then cabinets up top so that all of these items can be hidden. I got Harbor Freight tools here. I've got a hand-me-down radial arm saw that doesn't do other things. This was a burn test. That's just trash. This is actually a good tool. This is a Craftsman bandsaw, which, it's good. It does the job, but, it's nothing crazy. I don't know. So maybe one day we're going to upgrade the bandsaw. Here is another Harbor Freight tools. It's a good tool. It's done me well, but it's not good. So I want to replace this right here with a new quality router. I'm going to use the table, and eventually what I'm going to actually do is take this table and we're gonna sync it into there with a really good router. We're gonna replace the actual router. I do not mind my sander. I don't have to upgrade the sander. There's nothing wrong with this. It does a good job. It sands, nothing crazy. Porter cable drill press. I don't use it as much, so I don't have to upgrade that. But this is another thing. I've had this Hitachi miter saw, and I've had it for a really long time, and it's okay. But honestly, it for some reason, these things move and it doesn't get perfectly square all the time. So I think what I'm going to do is we're going to keep it rigid. I'm going to eventually upgrade this. Not right now. I just spent some money on this right here. But we're going to go ahead and eventually upgrade the miter saw to something really cool. I would like to do a sliding miter saw. Now it's going to take up some space and stick out. So I have to figure that out. But eventually we're going to upgrade the miter saw. And yeah, I have really good airbrushes and all that stuff. But here, let's see, we got going over here. See, like what I started doing was, this was one of my very first really good quality tools. I bought this Bosch circular saw, and it was really worth it because I purchased a crappy, I don't know, it was like a Black & Decker or something. No, not a Black & it was a Craftsman. And it didn't work well. It just wasn't square. So when I purchased that, I noticed the quality of the tool was just absolutely, totally different. So buying quality tools is just what, what I want to start doing. Right here, I have a Harbor Freight planer. It does a good job. It really does. So I don't think I'll upgrade that anytime soon as much as I use. But honestly, I probably eventually will upgrade the planer, maybe get something a little bit bigger. But as much as I use the planer, don't have to really do that anytime soon. Again, my CNC machine, no need to upgrade this. This thing is the Fox Alien. There's probably gonna be a link in the description for this thing. It's awesome, I absolutely love it, but I need to clean. I need to clean up all of this and get this all organized. I got trash down here. I got all this. Eventually we'll start getting some new clamps. These are Harbor Freight clamps. It's just having good quality stuff is just worth the money. You could do so much Over here, didn't talk about this. Got my Delta joiner. It's good, does the job. Don't really use it that much, but it's actually a good quality tool. This is a Delta. It's heavy duty. It's sharp as it can be. It joints perfectly flat. But sometimes if you buy like a really cheap joiner or something small and just, you know, flimsy or whatever, it's not going to be good. This is a good buy. It's old, but it's good. Don't need to upgrade it. But what I need to do is let's go ahead and just clean up the shop, get it kind of organized. So you're probably wondering what this thing is. This is actually an arbor that I built for one of my friend's weddings. So I need to get this down and out of the way. This thing is awesome. He absolutely loves it. But I went ahead and built this for him really quick, and he's going to use it in his wedding. So pretty excited about seeing that for him. But yeah, then we'll go ahead and talk about this rigid saw. It's awesome. All right, guys, so what I'm going to do right now is just kind of tidy it up real quick. Nothing crazy. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of vacuum, organize the shop up, and then when we come back, we'll go ahead and take a look at this rigid table saw. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and get some shop cleaned. So I got this side of the shop cleaned up and looks much better. It is a little weird having carpet in the shop, but what it does is it dampens the sound a little bit. So this carpet was free, somebody was throwing it out, and it's in perfect condition. So I put it in the workshop, does a great job, got all this cleaned up. Got my stuff all organized for my CNC machine. Again, this is the laser engraving scales that I have. This is my video equipment that I have over here. I have a TV that unfortunately I cannot find the cord for. It works totally perfect, but I think I'll be able to find a power cord for the TV. As a matter of fact, I think my neighbors is actually throwing out a TV that, hold on, watch this. Oh, you can't see it, but right on the other side behind there, there's a TV laying flat. I think I'm gonna go grab the power cord because it doesn't work, but I think what I'm gonna do is see if that power cord works on the TV, so maybe we'll do that today. So now that this side is cleaned up, good to go, what we're gonna do is let's go ahead and organize this. Eventually, I'm gonna pull this out behind us, and then that way I can get rid of that table saw because I won't need it anymore. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this side of the workshop cleaned up, and then when we come back, we'll go ahead and talk about this, and maybe we'll go see if that power cord works. All right, let's go ahead and get this side cleaned. Here we go. All right, guys. Got stuff falling over here. All right, guys, so we got the shop cleaned up. It's not 100%. I went ahead and vacuumed everything up. Got a lot of sawdust over here. What I want to do one day is probably just pull all of this stuff out, go through it, see what I don't use anymore, organize it up a little bit, get all this stuff cleaned up. But yeah, what I'm going to do is show you now this saw right here. This thing is awesome. Here's the back side of it. It takes up a lot of space, which I'm totally okay with. I really needed a bigger saw, but the good thing is the way that I'm gonna cut, I'm gonna keep this all the way over to the side. Eventually I'll get rid of this radial arm saw. I really do like this saw, but it doesn't go up and down. It's old. I might be able to restore it. My buddy over at Polton's Project said to restore it, kind of fix it up. Not entirely sure if I want to do that. It doesn't have any kind of crank to allow that to go up or down. This thing is broken right here. I can stick a screwdriver in there to make it work, but it's kind of a pain in the butt. I'd really rather just go on Facebook Marketplace and potentially buy a new one. You can buy one for anywhere from $100 all the way to $400 for a really, really good radial arm saw. If I ever do get a new bandsaw, I'll probably spend the money and get a brand new one. But again, this is the rigid table saw. Let's see, starting over here, this is the model R4512. It's a 10-inch saw, and it has this really cool kick plate. You just kind of kick this down. Let's see if I can do it. There we go, and now it'll roll around. You could see it just kind of glides nice and easy. So I can pull it out, put it in any direction while I'm not, when I'm using it, and then eventually just kind of park it and give myself some space. Lift this up, boom, hits down nice and hard, and it's perfectly straight. So there it is right there. This right here, this is the on-off switch. It's not plugged in, but you can see we can power it on. And then this flap is kind of loose, and you can hit it with your knee, you know, to turn it off, turn it back on, hit it with your hip or whatever you want to do. So, and that'll kind of turn it on and off. This is the miter gauge, and you can see this thing is perfectly tight. Watch this. There's like zero play. Pretty much perfectly straight. Not sure what this thing does. He still had this original push stick with it, so that came with it, which is awesome. And then this right here, the fence, and it's pretty much dialed in. He said that this thing is almost perfectly square, so I don't even need to mess with anything. And he did upgrade these right here. This is to keep it from having any play in it, so even when this is unlocked and loose, it doesn't move at all. It basically is nice and snug. You almost have to kind of, I don't want to use the word force it, but you have to kind of persuade it to move back and forth, and it won't go left or right. It's pretty much locked into place, which is pretty awesome. So let's go ahead and we're gonna line it up with 6 inches. Let's see. So we are dialed in on the 6-inch spot. Let's go ahead and raise the blade up. Also came with this 0 radius throat plate, which is pretty awesome. So I don't have to worry about messing with one of those. Here's the cutting knife. Basically what that does is when you're putting wood through, it keeps it from kind of sliding over, keeps everything nice and straight. If you don't have those, you should definitely, if you don't have this on your saw, make sure you put it back on, and or go find a new one and buy it and put it on, because it keeps your, once the wood passes the blade, it keeps it from, I guess, kerfing out this direction, and keeps your wood nice and straight that direction. So let's go ahead and measure from here to here. All right, let's set this point. All right. And then let's go over here. And it's pretty much exact, which is awesome. So I'm super excited. Again, the blade's off, it's not powered on, but we can do up to a 30-inch cut. So I can rip any piece of wood from 30 inches from here to the blade, which I don't see what I would need any more than that if I need to do anything like that. I do have my rip guide right here, the Craig track saw. So if I ever needed to do something wider than 30 inches, I could just use the track saw, no big deal, but this is gonna be perfect. What I'm gonna plan on doing is making a sled. So we're gonna do a video on that. And we're also going to do a video, I think, on sinking this right here. We're gonna take these legs off, get a new router, keep this, create a perfect guide for that. We're gonna put that in here. And I think what I'm gonna do to make that happen is we're gonna use the CNC machine to make a perfect square inside of that. That way I can drop this down in to there, which would be awesome. That way I can get rid of this. That'll save me some space. We're gonna get rid of that. That'll save me some space. I can move that over, and yeah. We're gonna have some space in the workshop, which I'm super excited about. We got some pretty awesome videos coming up. We got a lot more CNC videos. We got more laser videos. Definitely gonna sell that. This video is a little bit different, guys. This was just wanted to do kind of a little shop tour, show you my brand new shop upgrade. I'm super excited about that. I also have another video. I bought a new lock for the house. I don't know if you came and saw the video for where I put a keyless touchpad lock on the workshop. I bought another one for the house, which is even better, I think. It's kind of a surprise. So we're gonna save that for next weekend. That video will come up next weekend. This video is gonna be a little bit late. I was kind of burnt out a little bit on doing some videos, so I took a little bit of a break. So we're gonna go ahead and get back on it, do some more building, some more construction, not construction, but some more like home upgrades, stuff like that. Also some workshop stuff, some CNCing. I got a ton of awesome videos. We're gonna do a live video as well. I got a super surprise video we're gonna do with Fox Alien. We're gonna put together live on a live stream. We're gonna build another CNC machine. So stay tuned for that. That's gonna be a special video. And what I'm gonna do is we're gonna announce that, and I'm gonna give everybody plenty of time if they wanna jump into that live. And we're gonna also do something really cool with that video as well. So make sure you stay tuned. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, hit that bell button that we get notified of all of my newest videos. And that way you can be part of that awesome live stream for the CNC machine. So we got a bunch of cool stuff. We're gonna do some tutorials on how to do stuff. I'm gonna start uploading some files to my website, www.kalens.life. Simple as that, www.kalens.life. Go to that, you're gonna go to our website. Eventually I'm gonna start uploading some CNC files. That way you can download probably for like either ridiculously cheap and or free. We're gonna put some videos onto the website that you can use for CNCing. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just wanted to show you the new shop upgrade, do a little bit of cleaning, kind of get back in the groove of doing some YouTube videos, stuff like that, because I did take a couple weeks off. Again, was not only not feeling well, then after I wasn't feeling well, Koopa got sick, and then on top of that, just was tired. So, all right guys, until that next video, make sure y'all do one thing, stay awesome. We'll see you on the next video.